Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about tips to help you fall asleep at night. Sometimes I find it really hard to fall asleep because I have a very hectic schedule. My mind starts racing. I start thinking about all the things I have to do, all the things that I have to face, and just get very anxious and nervous, and I can't fall asleep. And I need to fall asleep because I need that good night's rest to conquer my next day. So I'm sure that some of you have faced some sleep troubles in the past, and these are a lot of the tips that I've found very useful for me in falling asleep at night. My first tip I'd like to give for getting a good night's rest is to cut out caffeine anytime before 3 p.m. It's very helpful to not drink coffee after 3, and this is because caffeine can stay in your body for a long period of time, and then you can find yourself tossing and turning at night and you don't know why, and it could be because maybe you had coffee at 3, 4, 5 and it's still in your system. So just as a rule of thumb for yourself, try not to drink coffee anytime after 3 p.m. and you might not run into an issue like that. Also, there's a recent study from the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine that shows that diet may have an impact on your sleep, especially sugar. The results showed that low fiber, high saturated fat, and more sugar intake is associated with less restorative sleep and arousal during the nighttime. So that's a very important thing to take note of when looking at the food that we eat and how it affects our sleep. There still needs more research to be done with this. This is a recent study, but it's still important to think about. I know that everyone could benefit from less sugar anyways, so it's something to just consider when you want to get a good night's sleep. Another thing you can do is try drinking a nice soothing tea at nighttime before bed. This is one of my favorite. I love a nice warm cup of tea. I also enjoy nice recipe of turmeric milk. I'll definitely be coming up with that and share that with you guys, but warm turmeric milk is great. It's so soothing. But you can also do just like a regular herbal tea, chamomile, valerian, anything, you know, to put you to bed or to soothe you to a sleepy state of mind. It's great. I love my tea. So another really important way to get a good night's rest is to do a good stretch or exercise before going to bed. Not necessarily a strenuous exercise, but just stretching. I personally love my yoga. I have a little yoga mirror downstairs and I really enjoy using that for myself, but that might not work for you. So just find something that does work for you. But stretching is so important and it could really help you get the night's sleep that you need. I know that if I'm stressed out and I have a big day tomorrow and I know that I need to get good sleep, I do a full-on like 15-20 minute stretch because that soothes my muscles, it gets all my anxiety away, and I'm able to lay down and feel like the tension from all the stress is just released. So that's really good. If you YouTube yoga routines, they have some easy ones for 15 to 20 minutes and you can just YouTube them, put them on, and do them in your living room. So it doesn't have to be hard. Now the next tip is one of my favorite pampering routines ever. I love doing this and will do it any day of the week. I love it that much. But dry brushing, using your dry brush, and then taking a nice hot detox bath with Epsom salts, and I have a recipe for you that I'd love to share as well. I like to use Epsom salt with apple cider vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils. Oh my gosh, it's so soothing. And sometimes I'll add in some coconut oil and to moisturize my skin. Oh my god, it's my favorite thing in the world. I love taking hot baths. But dry brushing helps you before taking a bath, and you just dry brush your skin before stepping in, and that gets rid of all your dead skin cells and then opens up your pores while you're in the bath, and you're absorbing all the good stuff and releasing your toxins. And oh my gosh, it makes me so sleepy. I love to take a hot bath, then jump into bed right afterwards and be all cozy in my fresh clean sheets. Oh, please try it. If you're a bath lover, oh, it's amazing. So that's one of my favorite things to do to get a good night's sleep. One great practice to use when trying to get a good night's sleep, like daily, is to dim the lights at night while you're trying to get ready for bed. I personally like to use Himalayan salt lamps. They are great. They're also very beneficial in many other ways, but I like to turn off my bright white lights and use my Himalayan salt lamps to light up my room, and that gets me in the mood for like nighttime. And also you can download F.lux, F.lux. I'll also put that below, but that's a great app for your computer, and it dims the lights and on your computer so that your eyes are adjusting so that they're not constantly dealing with the bright white light. So there's many benefits to dimming the lights before going to bed. Another thing I really like to use when trying to get a good night's sleep is essential oils. I have my essential oil diffuser right next to my bed, and I like to use like Roman chamomile, lavender, calming oils, ylang ylang. Also, I have this favorite blend. I'm not sure what's in it. It's got a bunch of stuff, but it's called Goodnight Synergy Blend. It's really cheap. This is one of my favorite brands of essential oils, Eden's Garden. They sell them for really cheap, and they're just really high quality too. So these are the kinds that I love, and this one helps me sleep at night. And I just love breathing in some like good scents, and it just calms you before sleeping. If you're having a stressful day, and you know you're gonna have a stressful day tomorrow, you've got so much on your to-do list, you have so much to worry about, so much to do, and that's what's going through your mind before going to bed, take a journal and write down your to-do list. Get everything off your chest so that when you wake up in the morning, you know that you're gonna have your to-do list all jotted down, and you'll wake up with a clear head and ready to go. Writing it down just eases your mind, helps you feel calm about everything, and just puts you in a state where you feel like you've got it handled, basically. So that's a great thing to do before going to bed. You can also just journal anything, but just writing things down is a great help. In addition to dimming your lights before bed, I think it's also important to make sure that you sleep in pitch darkness. It's just so natural for us to sleep in the darkness, so I think we should continue to do that. I'm a little bit different. I'm a little weird. I like to sleep with my eye shades. I don't know how I got into this. I think my sister had one randomly. I don't know how she got it, but I used it one time and I never went back. So I buy these on Etsy. They're like $5, and these are my little sleep caps, and I sleep with these every night, and they help me sleep very well. So I encourage you to sleep in pitch blackness or find something that works for you. Now, if you're really desperate for sleep, you messed up the entire day and now you're ready for bed, you know you have to be up tomorrow, but you can't sleep and you're in panic mode, I highly encourage you to practice breathing. So you're laying in bed and you're tossing and turning and you're about to count sheep. Try taking in a deep breath. This is actually Dr. Weil's breathing technique. It's called the 4-7-8. So you breathe in through your nose quietly for 4 seconds. You hold it for 7 seconds. And then you let it out through your mouth while making the sound. So it's like... Now I feel a little silly doing that on camera, but I hope you got it. So you breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7, and then you let it out through your mouth while making the sound. Do that a couple times, and that should relax your entire body and get you ready for sleep, especially if you're in panic mode. I do it. I get very anxious when I have something to do the next day and then I can't sleep. So that's something I do, and it really helps. So the last thing I'm just going to recommend is that while you're going to sleep and you're laying down and you're finding it hard to sleep, or you just want a really good night's sleep, is just say a prayer. Cast your worries to God. All your worries will worry about itself tomorrow, and just put them in God's hands. That's something that is really helpful for me too, and you know, that's something that can really be of good use. So say a prayer, say goodnight, and just have a great night's sleep. I hope all of these tips were very useful, and I hope you are able to think back to them and use them when the time comes for you guys.